when we look at water treatment, when water comes in, it is tested for total dissolved solids, minerals, pollutants, metals, pesticides, not to mention all the other things that they're testing for, fecal matter from the reservoir, corpses, dead fish, people flushing their meds. I mean, you know. So when they test for all of these total dissolved solids, now they have guidelines that we've known for 100 years of study in understanding the connective tissue of the body, one of it being bone. Your bones are alive, just they're actual connective living tissue. Your bone marrow is where all of your red blood cells are born, your immune system is born. Big deal. It's not just holding you rigid and creating joinery and teeth. You need calcium, you need strontium, you need silica, you need magnesium, you need fluoride to build bone. So natural fluoride, like calcium and magnesium and potassium and iron and all of these metals and minerals, are found in the earth and in foods. There's fluoride in some of your foods. How about that? And in beverages too. And you can look it up. We can absorb calcium and minerals from our food well, as long as digestion is good, proficient at, digesting our food. But fluoride, we don't absorb well or at all, really. We just don't. And it's because the teeniest amount of fluoride needs a tremendous amount of water. So if you were to take a cup of warm water and you were to take like 3 to 5 tiny little grains of salt from your shaker and put it into a cup of water, that's approximately how much fluoride gets added to the water. Maybe none at all, maybe less, but no more than that. So anyway, you've got water running through rock, becomes the water supply. Highly populated areas, it gets treated a lot more. A lot of chlorine, you got a lot more stuff in the water that's got to be killed, a lot more to do, and it becomes also demineralized in the process. So there's a chance that the amount of minerals that were coming out of the ground where you live, especially if you live on a lot of rock that's high in minerals, including fluoride, like granite, silica, quartz. You don't need to add any fluoride at all. You don't need to add maybe any minerals at all, right? Because of where you live. And that is the case. But then, like me, I'm in a hard water place here in Newport. Now, if I lived on the outskirts of Newport, I wouldn't have as high of a populace and I wouldn't have as much chlorine with much need to add necessary minerals for healthy body. But I know for a fact that we don't have a lot of fluoride added because we're on a big chunk of granite here. We don't need any calcium, magnesium. We have some silicate, not enough, so the little silicate is added. And we don't have any phosphorus, which is another important mineral for healthy bones and teeth. So we have to add a lot of phosphates. So no matter where you are, your water is analyzed, it's clean, and whatever minerals it has that it has an abundance of, some is taken out. Minerals that it has, that's the perfect level, is left alone. And minerals that it doesn't have enough of, that is deficient in, that would give you deficiencies, are added. Every town and every city and every state and every country probably, we'll talk about the United States that does this. How can we trust water filtration, the treatment plants, and how they put the fluoride and minerals and balance everything perfectly for us? Well, they're doing the same thing that every water treatment facility uses for creating perfect water, or as perfect as they can get it. Okay. Fluoride is natural, but the fluoride that they're adding may or not be natural. There is synthetic fluoride, and there's grades of ionized sodium fluoride. Pharmaceutical, pure, highly beneficial sodium fluoride is ionized. It binds to calcium carbonate. It binds to the minerals, the silicates in your toothpaste, in your mouthwash. So you're killing germs, you're feeding your teeth, you're cleaning your teeth, you're removing plaque. We know we need to brush our teeth. So that's the pharmaceutical grade that you're going to find at the store and use twice a day after meals. We're not brushing our dog's teeth, right? I think most of us aren't brushing our pets' teeth. I know we're supposed to, but I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I know a lot of us aren't. They need these good minerals in their water bowl. Our children, if they're not old enough to go to the dentist to get professional cleanings and treatments that they need, seeing how their teeth are, children can have soft teeth, children can get cavities, but they also don't really brush their teeth very well. I mean, let's face it, they haven't really learned, or maybe they don't care. I mean, some adults probably don't even care. They're not even brushing their teeth very well. You've really got to get in there and like feel and do like every little portion at least a few times to really do a good job, and leave it in long enough to mineralize and feed and do that entire biome, which is your mouth. But these kids, they're kind of like, you know what I mean? Oh, I did. I brushed my teeth. Oh, yeah, good job. They're not doing it good enough. And, they've seen towns in the old days, and they had tooth decay, which was not enough fluoride. And there was brown spots in the teeth. And then there was other towns where there's white spots in the teeth, too much calcium, hypercalcification, as opposed to not enough fluoride, the brown spots, which is fluoridosis. So analyzed bone, rickets no more. And we've got great minerals for making great bone. We know what to do for the water. We know what to do, telling people how to eat right. And, so we get that all perfected, right? We're living 20 years more. We're living healthier. Children have better teeth. This is a big deal. It's the truth. We know this is true. So don't be worried about the fluoride in your water unless you'd like to know the kind of sodium fluoride that they're using. They're using a really cheap grade, and you'll know that they are because the whole city or your whole town will be having kidney stones, kidney disease, and you'll be a high report of people with renal failure in line for the next dialysis machine. If that's not happening, you don't need to worry about a few grains of fluoride going into your water, also knowing that you might not be even getting any. You might even be drinking water that had too much fluoride because of the rock that you're living on top of, and they had to take a bunch out. They know what they're doing. How do we know what they're doing? Astronauts drink their own urine. Water purification is an amazing science. Think about that.